Welcome to the Phoenix International Raceway NASCAR Championship weekend. This past weekend we had some very entertaining races at Martinsville Speedway. Going into the race, I had predicted the Final Four to be Sam Mayer with a win at Homestead 1 week prior, Justin Allgaier in on points, Cole Custer advancing on points, and John Hunter Nemechek winning the race at Martinsville on Saturday. This is how the Dead on Tools 250 race ended on Saturday.
It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Hill on the inside, Creed on the outside. Back to the gas they go. Way up the racetrack goes Hill. Creed into the back of the 21. He doesn't push him up high enough, but here he comes. He gets to the inside. The white flag's in the air. One more time around. The 7 got into the wall. Now Creed pushing the 21 up the racetrack. They're side by side. Creed has to win to make it into the championship 4. He's never won in the Xfinity Series. They smoked the tires. Here comes the 7. Contact made. The 7 of Allgaier on the inside. Creed. Allgaier's going to win in Martinsville.
We are now headed to Phoenix with the Championship 4 of Sam Mayer with the automatic spot by winning at Homestead, Justin Allgaier with the dramatic win on Saturday at Martinsville. John Hunter Nemechek had secured his spot by the time Stage 3 had started, and Cole Custer advancing on points. What a crazy race it was. On Sunday we had the Xfinity 500. My Final Four predictions for the race were Kyle Larson with the win at Las Vegas, Christopher Bell winning at Homestead, William Byron on points, and Ryan Blaney on points. The race prediction was for Larson to win. This is how all that turned out.
Of Michael McDowell, this time by. 1 lap to go, presented by Credit One Bank. Half a mile of fuel is what Ryan Blaney needs. Less than that now. As he works his way through the final turns, Ryan Blaney is going to win his way into the championship 4. He wins at Martinsville. Yeah, baby.
The Final Four is now locked into the championship weekend in Phoenix. With the win, Ryan Blaney secured his spot in Phoenix with Bell and Larson. Advancing on points was William Byron. Denny Hamlin was close in 5th but needed to win on Sunday to advance. He ended up in 3rd, which gave the 4th spot to Byron at +8 as he finished in 13th. Now on to the schedule for the championship weekend in Phoenix, Arizona at the Phoenix International Raceway. On Thursday, November 2nd, there will be Craftsman Truck Series practice at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. The ARCA Menards West Series practice is at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by the West Series qualifying at 10:10 p.m. Eastern Time. No TV coverage or online coverage for these events. The action on Friday starts at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time with the ARCA Menards East Series Championship, Desert Diamond Casino West Valley 100. This will be on Flow Racing. At 6:05 Eastern Time will be the Truck Series qualifying on FS1. At 7:05 p.m. Eastern Time will be the Xfinity Series practice on the NBC Sports app, followed by the Cup Series practice at 8:05 p.m. Eastern Time on the USA Network. The last event on Friday will be the Craftsman Truck Series Championship, Craftsman 150 at 8:05 p.m. Eastern. Saturday's action will start at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time with the Xfinity Series qualifying on the USA Network. At 4:35 p.m. Eastern Time will be the Cup Series qualifying on the USA Network. The main event on Saturday is the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, also on the USA Network. On Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time will be the NASCAR Cup Series Championship on NBC. The weather for this weekend in Phoenix, Arizona. On Thursday, we will see daytime temperatures around 84 degrees with nighttime temperatures in the low 50s and sunny. On Friday, we can expect a high around 86 with the low in the mid-50s and clear skies. For Saturday, it is a carbon copy of Friday night with highs in the upper 80s and lows in the mid-50s and clear skies. The weather Sunday will be in the high 80s and clear skies for the Cup Series Championship. That is all for your weather this weekend. This weekend is very busy with the Truck, Xfinity, and Cup Series Championship races. My predictions for the Craftsman Truck Series champion is Carson Hocevar. He has been racing well on 1.5 mile or similar sized tracks this year. At Las Vegas, Atlanta, Texas, Kansas in the spring, Nashville, Pocono, Milwaukee Mile, Kansas in the fall, and Homestead, Hocevar had an average finish of 10.1. In the Truck Series playoff, he has an average finish of 4.6. Although Corey Heim had an average finish of 6th in the same races and average finish of 4.4 in the playoffs, I still am going with Hocevar, who I believe has some good momentum after the Homestead win. Grant Enfinger has an average finish of 9.2 in the playoffs with a win at the Milwaukee Mile. Ben Rhodes has an average finish of 13.2 with his best finish of 2nd at Homestead. With all the stats laid out, I think Hocevar and Heim are the two drivers to beat for the title this weekend in Phoenix. I am also picking Hocevar to win the race in the Craftsman 150 on Saturday night. With all that said, it should be a great race this weekend. In the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship at Phoenix, we have John Hunter Nemechek, Cole Custer, Justin Allgaier, and Sam Mayer in the running for the championship. Last time at Phoenix, Nemechek finished in 6th, Custer in 12th, Allgaier in 36th, and Mayer in 11th. All four drivers have been much better lately, so a tough finish last time doesn't really matter at this time. I believe it is what you have been doing in the playoffs and most recent races. In the playoffs, Nemechek has one win at Texas and an average finish of 5.8. Justin Allgaier had the wild win last week at Martinsville and one at Bristol. He has an average finish of 10.8 in the playoffs. Sam Mayer has been very good in the last 4 races, with the exception of 25th at Martinsville in the playoffs. He has won at the Charlotte Roval and at Homestead to give him an average finish of 17.5. Cole Custer is the only driver in the Championship 4 without a victory in the playoffs. His best finish is at the Charlotte Roval where he finished 2nd. He is averaging a finish of 10.8 in the playoffs. My championship pick is John Hunter Nemechek as he has been the most consistent not only in the playoffs but all season long. The actual race winner is a toss-up. The races at Phoenix last time were a get out in front and lead. So if you can get a good starting position, then you will be in a good spot to win. John Hunter Nemechek was in the Truck Series last year. I could not find any results for Cole Custer. Mayer was 34th at the championship race, and Allgaier was 5th. With all that said, I will pick John Hunter Nemechek to win the race, although I will probably think differently after qualifying on Saturday afternoon. At 3 p.m. Eastern Time on Sunday will be the NASCAR Cup Championship race. For this race, we have Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron in the Championship 4. In March at the United Rental Works 500, William Byron won Stage 1 and was the race champion. In 2nd place was Ryan Blaney, followed by Tyler Reddick in 3rd, Stage 2 winner Kyle Larson in 4th, Kevin Harvick in 5th, and Christopher Bell in 6th. We had all 4 championship drivers in the top 6 at the spring race. As I have mentioned before, William Byron has been quite dominant at the 1.5 mile or similar tracks this year. He has one win at Texas in the playoffs with an average finish of 6.33 in the playoffs. Kyle Larson has a win at Darlington and Las Vegas in the playoffs with an average finish of 11.89 in the playoffs. Christopher Bell has one win at Homestead with an average finish of 8.55 in the playoffs. Ryan Blaney has a win at Talladega and Martinsville last week and an average finish at 10.33 in the playoffs. It will be interesting to see where they qualify on Saturday. With all this information, I have William Byron winning the race and the championship. I would not be surprised to see something crazy happen this weekend, such as a non-playoff driver winning or any of the other 3 Championship 4 drivers. I look forward to a great race and hopefully we are treated to one on Sunday. Let me know your race winner predictions along with your championship winners in the comments below. This will conclude the season until Sunday, February 4th at the LA Memorial Coliseum for the Clash on Fox at 8 p.m. Eastern. Thanks for watching and have a great off season.